I want you to come along with me. Na yenyina yenni sa nkomo no. Enra menimisa mumu bebre ehunu videos are echo round on social media. Dennis Miracle Abuaje ene yenia Paul Kwabna Yando ena womuko piemu e mfimfiri mantemo, that is the central region Kwanyako. Na baby Ghana Water Company Limited womo water treatment plant baby ensure womo di ma manfo e won finfini mantemu ene womo kwampo womo nya nsuo efiri saabia no na enom no baby womo akra nsuo no na anzana abefa drube mu aba yefiefiem ne enwuma mu na enya bi ayusu no senia aye ene ohawa edeba Ghana Water Company Limited omudwumadie mum na afedie ekofa ba ya enti ame abedu sa mpempenso no anepay meni over bedi hu nkomo. Now the issue of illegal mining, Galamsey enkomo. Se said ye asai at Center stage bio na yenimse abandada na atwam no eye nana adodankwa akufu adom ene Dr. Muhammad Baumia mampani ene mampani abedechira omu efra konyeso abosome ankrumu ani no abaya na ewo opposition eye NDC amonyoko no from Ghana mampani John Dramani Mahama na bedechire nana opoku adjuma professor ene NDC Jontani eye Johnson Esedunkatia Wachurch for 50 Agbekweti, one national organizer, Joseph Yamin, one youth organizer, and you more Makanya, and some more Makanya, us amplify na etiawa. No, Muse, another danko akufadu, any opepa, Sir Galamsenu obetuase, Nessa Onyasawa pepana, obetim dakurumpo, as to put illegal mining, Galamsey. Ewo krom hanum enti samo mo kan no na yakwese MPP amonyokwo no mumpo mpanifo ene aban no mpanifo ena eye Galamsey no enu nti ena nanadu eni opepa sa bestopi wo mo kan ya to aso a ema ne bedu bempenso a University Teachers Association of Ghana UTAG CLOSAC TEU Ghana Medical Association, Ghana Bar Association, Catholic Bishops Conference, Asofo nananum obiadani esi mampeda da nana arodankwa akufo say hey wo mambofo chese wonni tima wonni abadaya wonwene Ghana ho enu nti ana ye commander in chief of the Ghana Armed Forces na sadia Sam George kaye sadia Okudzeto ablakwa kaye sadia Professor Jampo kaye. So it will take just a day, an order from the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces done. And another danko akufado. Na Galamsey no echa. It is a Ghana for two abamba womo. No omu form the next government. Yenya jidye, yenya utoso, yenya reshemu mapa. Ewo mumu say Galamsey no eni na nu eni na ansa ebecha. Na ene the 23rd day of September 2025 Monday about 6:50 and someone ending some kind in the opposition about Galamsey the ombaya for home any no more expectation another danko akufado any Dr. Mahmoud Bamia any abaimum perifo eye for hono and then and common aye from na me tuatua waso me no go TV no so now we have a lot of videos and someone omo opposition omo kaye na sabe omo for Ghana for sabe Ghana for yankwala sabe Ghana for nim nyansa sabe Ghana for enim papa ene bone na sabe mampani John Dramani Mahama akaye maybe acheyen say we have a short memory no they still think that we have a short memory it is sabe ombetimi the Ghana for adwene adiagro. Do you know kind of position in no and now omuba power now no they are thinking about themselves, they are thinking about their wives, their children, their girlfriends, and how they will live an extravagant life. Ghana for 7 years massemu biu. enti ugoka no mo to ayampia e de chew ugoka asa wokra na wasamuwa ugoka asa wokra na uduebo na aban no kra e baraben enti no payment tuatua wasokra and let me assure you na menkaje je every day ekono we will spend time every Monday to Friday morning. We will allocate time to remind ourselves and near ma NDC for kaya in opposition. So omunya mamu to me near ma omunu se eyesinto atechema awa nana do danko akufado and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia mamu omno yomuba omuba yano sronko ama Ghana na omso reset. Indeed, you are experiencing a positive reset. They say Ay3hu there, I reset there. Name of answer I backwards, a backward reset and Ay3hu. Na momwame from the MCR. Na afe with a video by video. Then I will speak to it. And yema womo ekaye and some womo kai their position yesterday when they were in opposition and what they are telling us today whilst they are in government. Mama yensha videos no.
A certain declaration. They should declare a state of emergency. All mining should just stop now.
Emergency. Yes, we have to declare it. Declare a state of emergency.
Just as we declared lockdown during COVID, let there be a certain declaration of it. It shows seriousness.
Yes, I think that national emergency be declared now and today, not tomorrow.
We will continue this fight and we will continue this struggle until our water bodies are protected.
It is his responsibility. The people of Ghana elected him. He is president of Ghana. And it is his responsibility to deal with what I'm saying now.
A few moments later.
I don't subscribe to the declaration of state of emergency as some other people are suggesting.
Video 1. Any power di kan hu no currently the Lands and Natural Resources Minister Emmanuel Kofi Amabua, then in opposition. And why the name as a Osukrenye said the Galamsey air chronom Enyanoba Kupa and I was an Nado. And Dr. Bawumia, Yera Abuja Pa, no Lands and Natural Resources Minister, and the deputy already by 3 months. Akwasu Kranum, you bet my year and you stop Galamsan and say, you better declare state of emergency. Sir, I buy no or Shabba be able to dear, I don't question from Pietro Breme, and Yama Moya Dame. Na and Yanoba Copa. And one is say, but for Kassam, yes, I want to ask you, maybe you have a church was here. Yes, a state of emergency, but the no. I was up to prove your 20 more beer. Yes, Shani Passe, there be baby Aqua Quadruno a more thing. So Emmanuel Kofi Amabua, Anna and Nay, John Ramani Mahama Gini Dia, and a mobile power, while the Lands and Natural Resources Minister. The other person, Okudzeto Black Crampo de, Menimza and Nay, Ghana for Mohuno. The mountain in pursue and the buying, and this our Kasa. Gidia was a mujidi, and as a Gidia is a mujidi. A Dialogo as a member, some can be. Nan wada, baby, I didn't say none. No. Now, in the coming as a babaso, a private jet, no, the men, the Bokikanya, and then the Mokayano, we will come there. And then you also saw Sam George. What the Ghana flying iron to my Eddie Fra. I am doing this for the purpose of more TV, no. Now, Ocha say, Nana do bet me stop Galamsey now. Dana workers asam nano. And then Mampeni John Dramani Mahama. Now I am Mampeni da. From 2013 to 2017. Now onim sadie amemuo ene hyehyesitie. Nanso so to me ana open tino. Onu so gina simpie so. Ede so bo nyina bo na nado danko akufado. And then it got back to them today. And they are telling us different stories. This is the Ghana they promised us. And I say, this is not the Ghana they promised us. Is this the Ghana they promised us? And the Galamsey issues, you know. And now other media encounter, they say, what here? papa na ya asem na simple say enye hwe galamsey ne de enye Exp0sey na me tie a reporter ye say konongo ye can so officer e wa akira konongo kontomre atosode a wo mudie no the acidic content a ewom no amankwala ya ewu omo foforo ene chese mperifo mpa wori nyarewa yentimi anso no na eba won so. These are some of the things that we are talking about. Mama, the next video na wo hono no na yento so o de more videos na yenya a clear picture say unu NDC nia eni I was already here no eni so wo gidie say aban wei ebe ya biribi surunku bi about galamsey illegal mining, then you have to revise your position and your thinking about this government, because and some of them kind of opposition no and they are telling us a different story altogether. Okay.
And it is his responsibility to deal with galamsey now.
We want a ban on all forms of mining. We want a state of emergency.
Declare a state of emergency.
Just as we declared lockdown during COVID, let there be a certain declaration.
Yes, I think that national emergency be declared now.
And it is his responsibility to deal with galamsey now.
I get very passionate when I talk about galamsey issues because I think the president has failed. And this is not politics. This is about leadership.
A few moments later.
Implementing a state of emergency might sound nice, but it should be the last extreme, the last resort, as the livelihoods of about 4 million Ghanaians is on small-scale mining.
So the call for a state of emergency.
Mama, say, yes, state of emergency is a nice idea. Obeka fe kama sa obeka nemom wanunu tumi nyakokodo anya because gold dudu na wo moto no illegal miners galamsey for gold and moto entini enya sika free mu entinya hwe. That is the gospel according to John Dramani Mahama. Say galamsey no akoso yina ya jitu. Our position was a state of emergency is the only solution. Namom ene yenya sika free mu ntino nipa be 4 million and involved about galamsey illegal mining ntino o kwabra kra no. In any case say yenya sika free mu ntino nya hwe. Anyway, monto asomame. Why? You heard the videos, no?
So the call for a state of emergency is so apt. It is not over the entire country, but the government will do this. The government, meanwhile, has rolled out policies, including the military and the army. I mean, if you didn't see this as so important, why would you do the army? But the army had been deployed in over 3 or 4 programs, which have all failed. Interministerial committees were put up. They've also failed. A 64-member committee was also put up. They've also failed. Galam stop, Galam fight, all those terms were coined. So now the people think that using the military in the first instance to champion the fight, which failed, the people in the ground, they don't fear anybody any longer, because all the soldiers themselves couldn't fight them, couldn't stop it. So it's only a state of emergency under which condition special arrangements, special protocols are rolled out that can deal with this matter.
A few moments later.
About the imposition of an emergency or a state of emergency. Yes, constitutionally provided. Article 21, Article 31. They make those provisions. But would the imposition of a state of emergency resolve the matter? I think that there's an alternative to the imposition of a state of emergency. Because if you declare a state of emergency, you require
in parliament, okahu na earlier on ono na what training ka o kasa ye de soja fo akọ ya the police for akọ ya ye galam stop ya ye we ni nyina no ensiaga me wo fa bi no otwe no da no ensiaga ni nyina ensiaga. The only solution is a state of emergency. That is when they were in opposition. October 24th 2024 and waka assembly just last Saturday. Now no remember they are on news file. Now no remember they are on news file now or justify the entire NDC Ghana declare state of emergency on Galamsey. This is an NDC MP for you. Na mutiete sa ankofo mo data mo saa na 2024 adwuma na nado danko akufado ene Dr. Mahmoud Bamia kabo mo ye no mutie NDC for na da na mokoto aba e de mo Rosen Nelson dam ye femokpo onie mutie ne biu
which under which. So the call for a state of emergency is so apt. It is not over the entire country, but the government won't do this. The government, meanwhile, has rolled out policies, including the military and the army. I mean, if you didn't see this as so important, why would you deploy the army? Over 3 or 4 programs, which have all failed. Interministerial committees were put up. They've also failed. A 64-member committee was also put up. They've also failed. Galam stop, Galam fight. All those terms were coined. So now the people think that to using the military in the first instance to champion the fight, which failed, to keep the ground anybody any longer. Because you brought the soldiers themselves couldn't fight them, couldn't stop it. So it's only a state of emergency under which condition special arrangements, special protocols are rolled out that can deal with this matter.
A few moments later.
About the imposition of an emergency or a state of emergency. Yes, constitutionally provided. Article 21, Article 31. They make those provisions. But would the imposition of a state of emergency resolve the matter? I think that there's an alternative to the imposition of a state of emergency. Because if you declare a state of emergency, you require a lot more resources to enforce it.
Abai say, Equate ya Galamsey. Na Ghana ma omu small scale mining. Watch it omu. Odi omu akojina court. Edi omu call prison. And then make us say, ya mabu ni be at that prison. Say omu ya Galamsey nti. And so you watching China niba ono ya Galamsey queen. Ono de mo afana ankojina court. Afana ankotum. Mo say on there on the chrome. And I'm going to free or home. And so your mother, almost your mother, if you say, as you, your ban, almost your mogalam say no, almost 2 mumu, your bema or amnesty, no more saba.
Okache oboye koko na yentie. If you listen to this video very well, John Mahama Mampeni Ekacheye Oboye Koko se onyamamu tumia de obabeye na Ghana for yentie. We are not smart enough anase adwene ankoso se omomu ye Galamsey no oba obeja omu nyina enne memfa won kwa kira kwa awin okwa awin traditional council aye central for shemu abo NDC MP wonum kwadu say ono na ema manfo ye Galamsey ho etwa de so jan nyina adanse kro from NDC chairman on the and some of you say already so come to me repeat it atuma ponua NDC constituency chairman na we kwa da NDC for na angasa na from ba ekeka o enti enne se John Dramani Mahama media encounter na wasi wo ya mind no enya sika wom enti yakostopo a enye ye declare state of emergency enye ya huni sa NDC for na enti na no so need the boss according to their own words na no other no mo say MPP for na abaimu mperi for na jana na to any of papa so best stop today why no na enti and any of papa say be declare state of emergency. Now when you listen to this video na and some of can na anu ada e de da Ghana for tom rada tie ama Ghana for ko to obade ma wo mu na utede ne omo aka so woto aba ma NDC a e so ko sere bonifache so woto aba pa ma NDC and some of can na anu ada no e na wugidi ye in spite of the Ronaldo ye nyina yes we admit say bibia na ye pepepe there were excesses there were lapses and every honuma ankoye ebichai yagitum but then somewhere John Dramani Mahama ne NDC for kan ye ene de omo ka no I think Ghanaians are too silent asofo na mudi gina mo pulpit to preach na no mo gunsa mudi gunsa TEU4 UTAC4 CLOSAC concerned teachers Ghana Medical Association Ghana Bar Association. I think your silence is becoming too loud. Many other videos no ano pembe say kaka ya won sama mo kan na say what baby na wo twen say Ghana no aban wey e dey da so papa bi bebrewa then you revise your thinking about this government because over the DI 2012 to 2016 so bu free aban ana wo monta ba be kan sama e de kire ya and today they are doing same na makaje me say mo me empire na 4 years na anya say 40 years it might be too long to come. Yesterday the videos no ebio still on Galamsey and they are dealing with Galamsey and some of the kind in opposition and what they are telling us today shifting the goalpost now omuma reasons why the omuka in opposition say omunya tumi ombaye no and the omuntumi nye
Sejame boa na NDC December 7 yetu abano ama omampeli John Dramani Mahama ebe ye president ejumano uma boswa ye
NDC when they were in opposition, I was part of those leading the charge on the Galamsey fight. We called out the president, and for which reason I said the president is practically the former president, probably the worst president we've ever had because of Galamsey. They joined us. They talked about repealing the LI. They talked about the state of emergency. They've been in office, and I'm just waiting for that 120 days to come to an end. Mr. President, you must live by your word. You cannot speak poetry in opposition and come and act prose when you are president. We expect a lot more from you in this fight. It's not about you, it's not about your tenure, it's about the future of our children and our children's children. And we expect you to hold the bull by the horn and act and deal with this matter decisively. We can't continue this way. Thank you.
And so I don't know. Young other videos no so now share and then later on we come to another
accosted on the road by an angry NDC constituency chairman who says he was not consulted before the operation. Some party faithful, some of whom were mining in the town, blocked the road, preventing the team from assessing the impact of Galamsey in the town. An aerial scan revealed a huge excavation in the middle of the Dunkwa township, close to
Omuko, one of the Galamsey site, say Omuko operation Omuko akostope na enomuno ena NDC chairman na owo any NDC party for me say pose for soldier for na anka jom so Omuko operation on Galamsey entika bia o machine bia ni po macho bia omomu for mu nko omno mo de bani den ekwawi achi no master says yes order from above enti e wo se omu jai galamsey fo machi omu nyina ene omu cars nyina open display na we ehin na betimi asi se nya NDC aban mu a se nanado power na soldier for another police for akoye operation na party chairman abase mentia se mema monfo wo nko mentia se but this is happening under NDC and Ghanaians are quiet. Ye men of God asofo na mo na mo se nyame yi che mo se wono ana asiesie John Dramani Muhammad na maye no munyina abaye din nananom ne kasa so-called governance expert, as I have always been saying, women are din. Where you face off NDC party in Pelifo and this one for their boni. Some more by Galamsey operational, more money, man can't say and the end tells you mamo to help with your call for a state of emergency or whatever. This is the reset. I will promise you, know. You share the videos, you know. We have a lot for you this morning. Now,
me start some year Galamsey kwa na mobe. Yeah, Galamsey kwa na mobe 8 years ago. Until you me to mining, my family are mining and agriculture until full nkwane mining na minim ye.
A Memphis Central NDC MP. Ose ye wono to Galamsey mu. Ose so oye Galamsey no ya akwala. En wa ya banyini konkontiba. En wanyina ba ya ponchani. Enne NDC for akwoto abama no. Abeye the parliamentary candidate. Awoto so abeye NDC MP wa Memphis Central Joanna Jan Kujo. Just about last week, okoye interview. Ose she is the largest or whatever exporter of gold. Yes, just last week. I read it. Say and wo mo to gold ema say gold board or somebody to kwan no. Obo mi anse dia bo dia ka ho. And this is the lady confessing say ono ye wo no to Galamsey mu. Na wa ye Galamsey since childhood. Ghana 48 years an nema we nyina. Men this for that the makoto about their mom. And the young show and the essay no. Just last week, let me read it. From Kwalebu, a report about 5,000 cases. 5,000 cases of liver problems. To aswa ni ya no kofa bai no e Galamsey yi eni yensu a essay eni nuane ye dia ewudo ewom. And Ghanaians are silent. Na me say Nanado danko akufuad ne Dr. Baumia Nyankopon. Nanado and Dr. Baumia Nyankopon. Listen to the lady.
Vivian, il m'appelle comme ça. Me start some year Galamsey kwa na mobe 8 years ago. Until you me to mining, my family are mining and agriculture until full nkwane mining na minim ye. In 2016 in an account to Kwani MBA because na me need certain licenses. Okay. In 2017 na me share say enya me licenses na me apply. License.
2016. Asema okay say oye Galamsey before Nanado ebeye mampanyo. Enti moya na mo attribute to the last 8 years no. And then you feel what you tell me, and I Galamsey, as I say, Wagano, it's been there. And I just a report to Crown about Galamsey in Ghana, it's about 13 years ago. 2025 minus 13, I say, it take you back to somewhere 2012. 2012. And that is an NDC MP or confessor say, oh yeah, Galamsey, oh yeah, man, no any license.
I'm still in the process of doing so many things. And Chebian 2017, na me share say enya me licenses na me apply a bank account na me saka. Nti me nya bank account. So now I'm still in the process of doing so many things. And Chebiana, a government and Kufuor mobile power, MPP bar power. So when they put a ban on them, I'm saying, money licenses to do mining. Then never say Obia obey me at good be as auto Obia or your responsible gold seller.
Okay.
And also your responsible gold miner. So then if my Juman says I make all the villages and I make pay or more almost to Togo there Tony and as or more your mining or more licenses. Because one to go the name will be or licenses were wound to me and cotton.
Okay.
And I apply the law of the licenses and so to go now to me in town or Ghana. This a what town or Abuji.
A lot in Ghana today. In the last election in the mining districts of the country, the MPP did very badly. Largely because the NDC presidential candidate and the party had gone around the mining areas and saying that the policy that I was implementing of trying to stop Exp0sey would be reversed when he came to power, and that those who were already in jail for offenses, the Exp0sey offenses, all of them would be amnestied. When I said I was putting my presidency on the line, that's what I meant. That I was prepared to take the political risk involved in trying to deal with this Exp0sey phenomenon. The result, of course, was that the mining districts, especially in the western region, all of them, including almost, nearly, even Takwa, was lost to the MPP. That is what I meant when I said I'm putting my presidency on the line. That I was prepared to take the political risk involved in coming to grips with this problem. Today, he said that no, he doesn't believe in jailing, that he's against Exp0sey, that he will enforce the law. So once again, we have to ask ourselves, Mr. JM, where do you stand? What are you telling the people?
Ghana for betam de bo ebi kwampa no bonde be kunkum abo anasa kokwaboba ene de ba kwampa say na wo buo ni oje na way ahead of the 2024 elections ena na mampani dada na nado dan Akufo do chiremu say ena mo pepa ene esa otuye ewo illegal mining so Exp0sey so no NDC for the year campaign in 2020 elections eji okwo constituencies are yeah, mine one ma MPP lusu all the seats. Takwa kwampo akakakrebi and gelusu in 2020. And they make us say takwa yelusu. Because the NDC played the Exp0sey politics very well. And the people bought into it. And Walker said, he is ready to put his presidency on the line. That is what he meant. Say obeyna from die bia central for transe o man kasa o mo ka o ma no tum and there are confessions none other on news file na Samson Ladi eka say na nado ebo no homode pa the other day na obi so to anu oka say they should adopt the policy proposal Dr. Baumia campaign 2024 what they do just say eno ne kwan a office e first one e betimi stop Exp0sey afei na nyansafo no wo mo odwene now de na yakoto abenti no mo ka it will kneel to the benefit of MPP any presidential candidate ntino o manka and then John Dramani Mahama Bayo munu say the tia na tia bibia nsesan afraid and Yansafonu, they are coming back to their senses. And our friend Manu. And so, NDC, you sue Exp0sey, 2020, they nearly kicked us out. And in 2024, they benefited extremely. And Omanya Memo to me, and I omo to for any chain. Because we feel Ghana for him answer. Omo Ghana for a short maybe. Eti do moke kai and yerefi. Me say efi na ekui, efidie so, de bia ebe ka kai umu. Bossa omo say Ghana for. ahotosoa wo de ma ye anohoba wo bo ye and some of can say omunya mamu atumi a wo ba ye no we will force them to do it within the constitutional remit. We will hold them accountable. 120 days as to Mr. JM, this is the time to act. You ask for 6 months honeymoon, yeah, the amount as so you are in the 9th month. And so get to work. Because in Kualana and I know the number say omu because of Galamsey and then another omu communities now namuso omunsu asai no and then another one na ntina say the state of emergency ba no and communities no omunsu no aye worse deformities and here hunu ankwala aye wu omofo from no and we are seeing worse cases. And so Muanamu raised a voice yesterday. No, you cannot remain silent today. We will not allow you. We will force you to talk. If it's a baby, the residents, the indigenes, the state of their lands, water bodies, any other, I don't know. I worse. Just as compared to the last 9-10 months ago. And so, Nanti and Rada Omuko Pikete or Jubilee House about Galamsey Nara Juno, Mino Moyajini. Now, Medenya Mias said, when the issues of Galamsey came up under MPP on this platform, we spoke about it. Yanka said, a MPP Tianka, ye di Honko Mopa. Ishak Benum, Dr. Foucault, all my panelists spoke patriotically about it. Unfortunately for us, Ay3hu oni abotre. But we don't have an option. We don't have a choice. Ours is to serve the Ghanaian people through this medium. And so we are going to hold this government and government appointees, the president, the vice president, by their own words. Woman, some of you know, and you because we can't woman say, Papa, Prof, saying an annual that who opposition, what can't say when you're 2 million or by the amount. So do it. We believe in you. We want to see you as a doer, not just by word of mouth. So do I know but I think Ghanaians are looking at how the events are unfolding and they will take decisive decision in the next general elections. More videos from the Dwana why? Na me person me mom a true picture of NDC ni. Na na oya maame anase papa na NDC ni kura ba baba ho so be ware na wo hunu ni pasua o eba ofie because no kwadie eni o mafa odi bonkum ma wade a odi nifa na mu odi ne beje. That is it.
Oma bani ultimi emfasika wunya ho na wo ma amanfo e wa ha enya ensu papa enum dia ne je so mampani ye koya na se ye bai ye pawo chow we dia ye srew wo se ya ka ne ama wa ba so a o mampani wo be che ye ba dia ko so e dia wadawro ma ye koto srew dede mama wo dia wa hwe NDC for mu nyina mo hwe bi nti suwe den ye tie ye kasi ye ko so a hwe ni se ya ebede na manfo anya bia no Central region so yentu gold wo ha ba bia enso so ehuntu za so nti e ma omunya enso dom bede mama yakoto srewo bede mama yakoto srewo wadaro matie yesufre na mahafo enya enso nom na magana Galamsey emrase wana wo ka yese wo ba because we catch represent Akufo-Addo who be president it na wo de wuntimi enya de no ma ye nyina ye hontwe ye srew send your brofo ni tie bia brofo ni tie bia apele to fotu kwachi echechem de ye ntia se send ye tie bia no le ni entimi enya nsupa no medama madi
Omusi ba bosumi ntam kakere no muhunu se omunsu ra hyase NCE. That means and the MPP na NDC. Nanu ya yakofa ba ye ni ejejireje. Yakofa ba we ba ye. The year 2012 to 2016 no, just as a ante de. Any asakofo maba. And nanu ya omu ba ye ya o. And so get me those videos. Na let us
Mancron. Aye, Mancron, Aguna East, Mancron. Or friend Mancron, na nsu ya de he, na e kroji fe ne mu na yes I nom ye di dware ye bibia, but ndi ameke se obi anyo a o se nsu bi se na nsu aye poto ase. Ya no wakada wo ba wo be nsu yiye. Nsu ase kra sinkane na e wo ho no na eye kakra ye tumi di dware ye bibia, but se ase kra ntumi ya hwe. Nti Come on, Nsunu galamsey na ama nsuna say.
Otu Mancron ha.
Mancron wontu Mancron ha, but baby a wotu no na fi no eba abegu wo fandan aye nsunu mu ase nsunu. Sese intumi ya hwe. Obi ansa sese bula na ye den yenum. Bula no kra nyede. Ona na yenum ye die sie. Nothing. Wo ba na nsunu kra na ye kakra ba sese aye potokra say. Wo ba insuna say kra ma ye bibi anye yi ti me catch public say aban na sese a wo wodun atro na wo twai wo ba be sese nfi won sese nfi ase kra ma intumi ya hwe ebre won su hu ye bre won su mu ti say for gallon na edigu abobo ya me ko baby na ye kwase nsu na ye de ba.
Our friends from the media, we are currently at the Kwenyakon water treatment area. As you can see behind us, the Ay3hu River is what we see behind us, and you can all see how bad the situation is. We've already been to other locations together. We saw the Mancron situation. We've seen the Enuma Pepem situation. Yesterday, we also saw the situation at the Upper Dentra East area and how mining is happening blatantly right on the highways and how it's destroying our water bodies. We are having this conversation this morning simply because of, for us, the body language and the posture that the government has taken. We believe that it is a posture that doesn't inspire hope and doesn't encourage us and give us the assurance that the government is willing and ready to deal with this Galamsey menace. As you can see, and I'm sure you've already gathered from the community, more than half or about half of the central region currently do not have potable drinking water because the Kwenyakon water treatment plant has been shut down. The community members tell us that this is something they haven't experienced before. That they have never seen this Ay3hu River here looking this way. Very, very bad. It's never been like this until about 2.5 months ago. The very painful aspect of it is that the community members, or in this district, Agona East District, Agona West, Gomoa Central, and all of the districts, none of them have mining going on in their areas. And so you have a community that have nothing to do with mining. They don't know what gold is in terms of seeing raw gold. They have never been engaged in mining before. Right ahead of us here is somebody's farm, which we have to walk through and come here. And they have to suffer the consequences. So this community is struggling. About half of Central region do not have potable water because there is active Galamsey going on in the eastern region, somewhere in the Ay3hu area, Enuma Pepem, to be precise, where we are just coming from. And the repercussion or its negative effect is being felt by hundreds of thousands of people in close to about 11 other districts in the Central region. Think about it. The mining is happening in the eastern region, and you have over 11 districts suffering the consequences when they have nothing to do with mining. Good morning, our friends from the media. We are currently at the Kwenyakon water treatment area.
Onoso ewo krumano so eka ohawa omufam ehunum ma menhwe eno so. And you know, these are the reasons why you know say state of emergency then. State of emergency today. Now what you calling for state of emergency, no? The contributing factors and yema influencing the call for state of emergency, no? You bet me a double or triple of it today. And yema was a so a calling for state of emergency, no? Only to na no de no ho a ye beja ne be mo ho ba mprensa na sem prenan e je na gwa de cause ye declare state of emergency gwa atwam da. Let's get back to the videos. Now yen share other ones wanna quickly afi member studio na many foku emesha se eni nkomo on fire bo fa no wonsem na emra na the worker mu nsem so aka no yen fa eno so ento so wi nkomo aka nyina ye bedi e kira any Wednesday now, we will still be on Galamsey. We will remind ourselves NDC's position yesterday and their position today. The song they sang when they were in opposition and what they are doing today in power. Nesa what now your mamba pa now you mind who are there was a and I'm also to hold this government accountable by their own words. Now yenya enyo mino emfa ensio eni ba chonya sa video na ma menhwe eno so na yento so obia fa na say wonu a oto abade amamu otumi anase tumi de mom no sabi wo betumi de yadwene adi agrai do mpe bia ano ba nya obia kra na dwen sa o of course na ya rehosem sana me ka say amawe na komanye munya abotre enti okasa na wonka bi mana na ho abata it is in the ebe ye ni say the ono aka ni be ka akai the ono aka ye no ono aka sa timelines ono asset man ho no because the man is 6 months no from go the honeymoon wakwaba and then September 23rd we are in the 9th month into the honeymoon you are permitting enough. When he assumed office, as a man 120 days. The social contract through their manifesto, woman Ghana for sign, and I ever fancy say, near moving page by page by page. Yentiwe, the
area. This man is one of the residents here. As you can see me, this is the water. I mean, quite brown, thick brown there. Daddy, mpacho insu ahamana.
I am Papa. I am because of this now in Suriname.
It's moye day. Mo say moye day ediane mujari.
Ya wa oko office ye do bana. Be na ona. Sense ni say
oh, okay. Then also so a clean kakra na and also so e shada.
Clean. That na yin to na ogu ura. Say say try say ura no obedai.
Intino, it means at first now we're not a clear kakra.
Yeah. Why that muscle? The whole central, one of MCE, and empty from one papa yanky, oh, it's nice. The president who are mine on papa yanky, oh, it's nice. Secretary Jane, you be a liar, but was here and so here. You could call a dam on both sides. Everything we have. Hey, look. Well, what is Robin? Young Jim sat to be a what to about need the maker. Abetesi, one bottle, 2 bottles at all, and knew you had a war we have to come.
Okay. Now, Daddy, wait time when I must start to experience the May. Sorry.
The best is meant roughly.
And I start to say a West. Pinifubia Obian Bade, them in see, no.
Yeah, I know about a trouble. Not higher. What trouble how many men?
Better 8 months, your 9th month, Muni.
Nothing can go wrong. Neither doubt. And to Pokua, what's it? One trouble, man. Now, one day, Mamma, Samson, Sanaya Papa, one like that. One like that. What to man, you know? Well, so one when you want to walk travel outside, what about? Yeah, I didn't really, young me.
When your complications be as a result of in time because they say they will say muteki swedrun so but a chance na no munya complications be a
janum brain na be
maseda
janum
all right
e bien kwa pen ya
okay
mo jo bia kwa sa bia na bia de wo chance mu keke
matter
na omo ekọ kwanya ko over the weekend no eho enti papa ba ko eno ne edi nkomo a obusa no so 2 instructive or 3 instructive things a papa no eka 1 osinsuo no e sha se ba busumi nsiani on kase before say beto ba na ni atekra but say it was better than this na busumi nsiani eno mo experience say nsuo no say kra na otize obo opokua bidin unim constituency honum do MP honum enti ozo obeka jense ommato abama omu no omuto a omba ba bo mansuo no ani ate asese na ete 9 months ago and omuto abade man no to abama no osi wo bio I want to believe say a Queensta Pokua soya asem na woka no na omuto abane we no onsi wonum bio and nsuo no asai worse than say na esitie 9 months ago na 6 months ago eno mu say ensuo no eninu asai kra and they say they have to move away from there to Swedro ono ho ba bi no eno manya nsu papa omuntimi fa we bi no aduane omuntimi nnombi age se bi omudi sinema na nsuo ka si atade a
obeda di esi
and this is the Ghana the NDC promised us and omudi amaye pepe because na yanim the 2012 to 2016 omo ye Ghana ti omo ka omo nsam no na wo se unu se Ghana wey no omudi be ma ye Ghana fufuro bia
resetting
and this is the resetting they are no pay tie nananom asofo sentwefo mranimfo atemuafo asrafo prosifo ashenkafo obia sorry now the voice that we raised yesterday let us raise a double fold of that voice that echo today asamna tie Sam George Kirby Okudzeto ablakwa Kirby may his soul rest in peace Mutala our free mu Kirby Asedu Ketia Kirby Fifi Kote Kirby Ransford Jampo Kirby Kwaku Azar mu nyina Kirby Franklin Kudo mu nyina Kirby Samson Lad mu nyina Kirby President Mahama and the silly deal no cry state of emergency now the backstop and the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces Nana Danko Akufo-Addo then today oni ho una yanyin tum say na ye MPP mpanifo na eye na ye MPP party mpanifo eni abamu mpanifo na eye yanyin tum sa una yanyin tum sa ene omuni hobio enti papa stop it stop Galamsey now state of emergency declaration no it should be now emra na no de yese Galamsey the drubole
Mampeni bobuano.
Mampeni ehna no pay.
The bush penny to be ana.
Minimum.
Ana ninu yanum to
brante ya. Omu budget so ona galamse will be bia woni no. And I'm happy it did not come from the mouth of NDC MPP communicators. Central for woman G yini ebona na do tiri so boy and woman na air reporting this series of damage at air cost no. To enne Savannah region. And I got saying edru. E be a PM voter. Now me say black voter. And so now one and run there here state of emergency now and number 5. We have enough reasons to declare a state of emergency. But against state of emergency cry. There was a binding ye. Emma Galam saying stopping. The social contract on the Ghana for Enyaya Apamwa 1 year koye no. And I holding by his words. But Memu Kabramete hey. I have no shred of confidence in this government. Say obey to my BBR. The solution lies in the next NPP government. Me say anye biya. Dr. Baumia proposal in the 2024 manifesto. Say eno ne kwaya ye faswa. Ye betima stop galam say 1. Or say aban ni betrasika am a geologist. Omo mo nim die e wa asase mu ogudie mu hwehweye eni mu adwumayim. It is a wound me TV studio hanom a. No ma ba hwehwe ba bia gold wo. It is a tokrom hana gold no wa omunim. It is a me kwabra na me bepa bia tu a mintu amna wa ha. Mintu amna wa ha. Entu amna wa ha. Ansa na ba hu se gold me hana hye na masense ase no. Me ba na minim se gold no wa ha. It me ba ho straight. Afe na ban ne bebo foto e de ma wo mu a ombozo mu run go into mining. No matter when you sika aye proper mining. Say the be wo mu nya illegal man galam say answer yensase no. Na afe omu nso a wo mu betena se asinkonwa ama akwanya ma aba bema oposo kwen mining no. Na nanom a omu wo ba bia mining no ekoso no ebeka ho. The district ebeka ho. Opinion leaders enti mo na moto mpota mu ho no se mo ba issue licenses am obi a mo nhama no nya the right na mo amasem. This is another proposal and Dr. Baumia de tuja.
Na sa plan da ho
amanyosam ani ehwa ani community yes adwo for your ampantie nananum bia ampantie asofo no bia ampantie asrafo no bia ampantie posifo bia ampantie afedie enyansafo na pie eno makai say yenko for Dr. Baumia's approach and na betumi aboa. These are some of the reasons why me kwabena siedu me no obi anya adwene say single-handedly you blame MPP's electoral loss on Dr. Baumia. Say na on your presidential candidate inti ninti ye ko lose election 2024
that be
okasa sabe na won pese obadwene okasa na sabe o ya ma amanyosema kata wani. In any case enyema NDC for kaye the Dr. Baumia kaya o disagree with him and day in day out they are coming to terms with it. They are subscribing to the policies and program proposals Dr. Baumia de tuja. Now the men go can say Ghana card. She said they bet me a servo as but now the is coming from say
ATM.
Visa card on. Yes, a Ghana card. And to bet him the Yisika.
Ano almost anya no.
Now Oma admit is a Ghana card no can serve as e-passport. You see, and Yama Womoka ye and the father about me they are changing their position today.
We say mama ben as a woni adwem pa e Ghana ho.
That exchange program yeah omudi boy etirisu man nipa ba 800,000 affect omu koto abetia e no. Enne omu je ho fans.
Omu sa ho kwan. Abura na say etirimode.
And so so because of our internal elections most of our brightest spot in the last 8 years of MPP administration, yes, Moreno be 10 cents of Canada Japan because of support to Dr. Baumienti. Na sa 10 cents of Canada Japan, there in no Canada Japan, or man, 1 year in the interest of the MPP. So on your son for some poor, the MPP stood to benefit largely. No, be actually Dr. Baumia Busa, the Mahama 120 questions, and then Dr. Baumiana Meyano, did he ask the questions for himself, for his personal benefit,
or for Ghana?
Or Busama MPP, it is not the MPP's benefit. Now, Obi support to Canada Japan, no, Dr. Baumia, did Dr. Baumia fell, and now no dear. Yeah, they do Dr. Duchum. I dear Dr. Duchum aye on education because of any internal election. Yeah, Robesino. Yeah, Robesino. And ye jai and some munu and a bonia air cosu in this NDC government. No, ye jai at all. And I invest all our energy in our internal elections. You see, let us not dim our lights because of internal elections. You come and tell me, say, and Kambu unity. Unity in Yantono supermarket too. Yantono. If you live well, unity naturally comes. If you live with a clear conscience, why should they need pop here? Oh, how who be one kambum anamuntu? Yeah, quite internal. Say Dr. Brenner Champion, fine gentleman. Obia one nanso. But why are we interested in exposing the shortfalls of our opponents because of our internal elections? And our opposition now, 9 months, when you do this, na me we na catch am say na enkambom na yenye de na hwan honi a me mfi, because you don't deliberately work to run somebody down. Nano NDC for enema omuye DCC wo krom hanom enra yese ayi eze kokrantumi owe mebu ni police for their boy ni atwaja to police station mu. All these things happening. Yensua bibia enfiri mu
yemfu koso ho
ye ne pese say ho na oye say na obi so ba abonti na oka de wire muzie and I would ni ma ho. Because when you push people to the wall, you force them to speak. There are fine brains within the MPP. There are fine gentlemen and women. I'm here for internal elections. And me, I say,
and follow mu
because ya say unim obi adwuma wayama party no ne commitment na wotena ho na out of politics na ye pese egu obi hu fin ye say no na no ye keka ya de kodu dot ba yire so ne to ne ye. Why do we do these things to ourselves? Nobody under the sun can tell me say Ghana fought to abetia MPP because of good governance. I ain't man providing my Ghana for. And I worked or ye juma or ye juma. But some of these issues, well,